ekam aksharam hruti nirantaram bhasate swayam likyate katham. Hridaya kuhara madhye kevalam namatram yaham atmarupena bhati hृदि विषमनसा swam चिन्वता मज्जता चलनरो आत्मनिष्ठो देहं मृण्मयवत् जडात्मकम् अहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्ततभावशुद्धिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भाव ओहं भावयुत कुतो रभिज दृष्टात्मनिष्टात्मना सोहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचल शिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयं सोहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचल शिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयं. Namo Ramana. In this the Thursday Satsang from Ramanacentre Center for Learning, it has been our practice to select 2 verses from the work Guruvachaka Kovai. The work is from Muruganar Swamigal. The selection of verses is done by Revatima randomly. Each verse is read and each verse reading is followed by a short meditation on its meaning, hopefully short meditation, and that will be followed by the practice of Atma Vicharam for about 15 minutes. After these 2 segments of verse reading, meditation on its meaning, and the practice of Atma Vicharam are completed, there will be summing up remarks by Sri Venkatesh Deshpande ji, and that shall be followed by the offering of Sri Ramana Stotram. The chanting will be by Vaibhavji and Pratnama online, and the rest of us will be doing self-enquiry even then by enquiring who is the listener. We begin the satsang by taking up the first verse selected for us, verse number 301. Verse number 301, the jnana filled utterances that the Guru, the Atma Siddha, bestows as grace from his own experience are truly his Uchishtam. When on hearing them, the disciple, without regarding them as defiled food, becomes speechless and breathless, subsides into the heart and abides there firmly as one who is solely devoted to Atmanishta, abidance in the self. This is eating the Uchishtam with joy. This Uchishtam of the Guru is either the water from his feet, water that he has drunk, or the food he has partaken, what is remnants. That is the normal understanding that usually that is waited for and taken by the Sishyas and taken. But then what is the true Uchishtam? True Uchishtam is the one who has consumed the whole universe, the whole creation with his mauna. He utters some words which are filled with that jnana which has consumed the whole world, and with that Shakti, with that Atma Shakti, the Guru Krupa is coming towards us as the Upadesham. Inquire, who am I? Are there two selves, one outward turned and one inward turned? When Bhagavan gives that Upadesham, it is coming with the Atma Shakti, with the one beyond Maya. From the perspective of the Jiva, all the Jivas and the Jagat are the product of Maya. And how can anyone overcome that Maya? That is a great hurdle, impossible hurdle for the Jiva from this side. But then Guru Kripa, which says Maya is Yama, Maya is that which does not exist. Guru has gone to that place where the Maya does not exist. It has been rooted out. It has been destroyed, annihilated. And yet, he is able to reach out to us from that strength and say, Enquire. Get the Atma Anugraha. Enquire for whom is this? That Upadesham which comes, jnana filled utterances, that is the Uchishtam. Because he has already consumed, his stomach is full, the whole creation has been consumed by the Guru. What else can you offer him as prasadam or food? What is left over? What is left over is having consumed everything. He is saying, we too are that. We too are the Atma Swarupa only. And he gives that message. Just inquire for whom is this thought. Just keep on inquiring for whom is this thought. You will be one with me. You will cross Maya. Maya is Yama. Don't think that so many people are trapped in Maya and it is a Shakti. Does not exist, says the Guru. And that comes with that Shakti of the Guru Kripa. That is the Uchishtam. And the moment you listen to it, it is not merely coming as words. It is not merely printed words in the book Who Am I. When the Who Am I appears before us and we understand its meaning, it is by Guru's Kripa, it is by Bhagavan's Shakti, the Atma Shakti which is beyond Maya, that is standing by us. But we have to, since we have this doership, feeling that we have completed this course, we have done that, we have achieved this, I have, then we have to also do the effort of taking it inward. From where did I get all this to do all these so-called things? From where did I arise? From where did everything arise? That doing also has to be done. Then the Atma Shakti consumes all doing ships, which is all Maya. That there are separate people doing different things is all Maya. And the enquiry which is done with the Uchishtam of Guru Upadesham, that is enough to make us breathless and speechless, in the sense that we will be able to dive deep. We will be able to dive deep beyond the superfluous realm of this breathing based speech and breathing based emotions and thoughts which are beyond breathing also. All that is surrendered, and one merges in the Atma Swarupam and enjoys that bliss. That is really consuming the Uchishtam in the leaf plate of the Guru. So, the real Uchishtam is the Upadesham, who am I. Our practice is the process of our eating it. The realization is bound to happen by the Guru Anugraham, which comes to us from beyond even the Maya Shakti, which is behind all creation. With Bhagavan's immense grace, let us sit in Atma Vicharam for the next 15 minutes or so. Ujjwalji will help us out with the timing part.
Yeah, we'll help you out.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya.
Namo Ramana. We continue the satsang by taking the second verse selected for us, verse number 420. Verse number 420. Only self-knowledge is true knowledge. The consciousness that ignores the self, whose nature is pure consciousness and which regards perceived objects as real, is false. The consciousness that ignores the self, ignores its own existence, whose nature is pure consciousness and which regards perceived objects as real, forgetting its own purity, it sees the perceived objects as real. This consciousness is false. It is ignorance. It is self-ignorance brought about by Maya. This is the self-ignorance brought about by Maya. Though one may learn all that one desires, true knowledge is only the complete elimination of all such conceptual and differentiated objective knowledge and its total transformation into the self alone in the direct experience of one's real nature, the non-dual pure consciousness. Whatever we have picked up as knowledge is all based on self-ignorance. So, and we feel that knowledge is going to be the security, that we know this, we know that, and that knowledge or this knowledge will protect our relative life. But then all that knowledge itself emanates from the Maya of self-ignorance, that the consciousness, forgetting the self, takes the objects to be real, then spends so much time on learning about the objects. That this object is like this, that object is like that, this is the interconnection, this is the relative truth, this is the abstract truth. I know so much about this at the mental level, at the intellectual level. All this knowledge become erased in self-knowledge. In the sense that Bhagavan says in the Gita, like when Arjuna goes to the war, he says, you can kill only their bodies, so surrender to me and perform your dharma. You cannot kill their knowledge that they have gathered in their relative existence, nor can you kill the oneness. The physical killing is so limited that even the relative knowledge that we have gathered cannot be touched by killing of the body. That is why they say, and Krishna assures, that the relative knowledge will continue with another dress called another physical body. Here, that is not complete enquiry into death, because this subtle knowledge is also subject to birth and death. Therefore, that subtle knowledge is subject to Maya, having forgotten the self. Therefore, that subtle knowledge also has to be inquired, just like Bhagavan inquired in his death experience, that with the stopping of the breath, all thoughts also stopped. Not even the I thought arose. So, all thoughts, the relative knowledge, he had absorbed in oneself. That is, Sagamal Savariva. All the bodies have been killed in the self without killing them. They may appear to be there, but they are all really the self. You feel your father has passed in 1982, but somebody tells he is there in the Sukshma, he is there in the Pitruloka. Now, those journeys, that knowledge about Pitruloka and that your father is in that zone, and when you think and offer, he receives those information is also relative truth. It appears, though it appears to be more significant than this physical world. Even that knowledge has to be crossed by merging all that knowledge. How can you be the source of your father? Somebody asks. And Bhagavan says, could you not have dreamt in dreams? The father who passed away in 82 could have appeared and could have told you something or said that I have left you this gift there. Go and pick it up. So in dream or in the Sukshma, one can be both the son and the father. You can play the guru as well as the Shishya in the Sukshma. But you understand that the entire Sukshma is now substratively filled by oneself. Therefore, all the entities in the Sukshma are killed without killing by unifying them in oneself. So this is Sagamal Savari, the entire annihilation of the Stula, the entire annihilation of the Sukshma, but then without annihilating anything. Leaving them as they are, as worthless as they are, but they are really not there. They are only the one underlying self. And the experience of this unity is the reality, the consciousness coming to the reality. All the other things in the Stula and the Sukshma, where it was engrossed all this time, was due to Maya, forgetting that it is the rope. So consciousness forgetting that it is the rope is constantly occupied in the snake, either playing with it or being afraid of it. Maybe a pet snake with which you are playing and enjoying, or it can be a wild snake about which you are afraid, but both are Maya. Both are result that the consciousness is outward turned. And the Guru comes who is beyond Maya and says, turn inward, go towards the self. The self-turned self is always present. Just because you have forgotten, it has not gone out of existence. The self-turned, self-knowing self is always present. All knowledge that you have gathered have to be merged into the self-attentive self. They are individually worthless because they are all subject to Maya, subject to destruction, subject to non-existence. Therefore, now itself, turn and hold the self-attentive self and cross Maya and come and join me in the oneness of all, says the Guru. This Guru doesn't want you to be in any lower state. Says that you are one with the ever-present self. And that is the only reality. That is not that after sadhana you get that. Sadhagatile duvidam is also not correct, says Bhagavan. So it is not after sadhana that oneness is there. Vinay mudal namayan vilaypayantu ippom nittama mukti nila. Even before any work is committed, the self is the self only. Bhattannan ennumatte bandha mukti sindane. That only when you call yourself as the bound one is there thought of bondage and liberation. So beyond any kind of objective sadhana, beyond any kind of objective work, beyond any kind of objective bondage, the self is ever-present truth. That is what we are. And that is what is realized in dropping the ignorance through self-enquiry. Let us sit in Atma Ucharam for the next 15 minutes or so. Ujjwalji will once again help us out. Namo Ramana.
Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya.
Namo Ramana. May I request Venkatesh Deshpande ji to give us the summing up remarks. Namo Ramana sir.
Namo Ramana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamoolam Guror Murti, Pujamulam Guror Padam, Mantramulam Guror Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guror Kripaha, Mokshamulam Guror Kripaha. Namo Ramana. Today is Teacher's Day, so Bhagavan is teaching us all new things, something that we knew, something that is unfolding every moment in our lives. So let us look at a situation like we have a cook in the house and then we have a mother in the house. So the cook also, so if both of them are given the same ingredients and both of them are given the same way to make the dish, what will happen? Ideally, what should happen is both of them should make the same dish. It should taste the same way, the same amount of salt, same amount of sugar, same amount of whatever it is, vegetables were put. And the recipe was absolutely the same, and both were told to make. But then what happens? If you look at the cook, why does the cook come to cook? He comes to cook because he gets a salary at the end of the month. He is working for the salary. Now, the chef, who is the mother, what does she do? She doesn't work for money at all. She works for the love of her family. Because of her love of her family, she cooks. Now, look at this situation. The same dishes are being made by both people, but imagine, we were talking about Uttishta, and imagine your mother tastes the food and puts the same spoon back into the dish. We'll ask your mother, hey, how is it? How is it? Is it tasting very nice or not? Is the chili okay? Salt is okay or not? Tell us. Oh, it's tasting. Mother will say it's tasting very well. Imagine if the cook does the same thing. Takes a spoon, tastes it, and puts the same spoon back into the food. You will not touch that food. Why? There is something about the mother, there is something which she brings along. That is the jnana, like Bhagavan says, the jnana utterances. What does jnana utterances mean? It's packed with a lot of love and affection and past experience. See, the mother, even if whatever is written in the recipe, add half spoon of haldi, 1 spoon of chili powder, she won't do that. She will just with in Hindi it's called andaza. She'll just put her with her finger, she'll just pick it up and put it, pick it up and put it. How does she know? How does she know that? It's just experience and experience and experience. And then what happens? It becomes natural. So for Bhagavan also, whatever utterances he was doing were jnana. It was very, very natural. So if something is very natural, whatever the mother says is absolutely jnana filled. Nobody will contest what the mother has, how she has cooked the dish and how she has given the family. Nobody will contest it. But the cook, everybody will contest it. Similarly, Bhagwan, because he's packed with so much of love and affection and so much of jnana, knowledge of the self, that what happens? Nobody contests it. Absolutely nobody. They just eat it the way it comes. They just swallow it the way it comes. It used to happen in our ashram that people after Bhagwan used to eat. If there are any morsels left on the leaf, some people used to go and try and eat that food also, that uttishta, so that they would get the Atma Jnana. But Bhagwan used to say something different. He says You went to school and learned about chemistry, physics, you learned about different subjects. You got some knowledge, but there was a basic knowledge. The knowledge was that you exist, that you at every point in your life you were conscious about your existence. There was never any doubt in all our lives. Maybe when we were very young, maybe we never gave that an. But if somebody did something when you were very young, also you would laugh. So what happened? We were every time we were conscious of our existence. There was never we were never conscious. So what Bhagavan is saying, that basic knowledge that you have, the knowledge of the existence, you've forgotten that basic knowledge. That is the rope. And you have superimposed it by chemistry knowledge, physics knowledge, this knowledge, that knowledge, and you moved away and away from this basic knowledge of your existence. Bhagavan says, the more and more you are with that basic knowledge. So whole life, what do we do self-inquiry about? We inquire for who am I? Who am I means what? You are trying to question this chemistry, this physics, all these things. If you get all of that out, you get that rubbish out, then what happens? What is left? Your existence. At this point of time, each one of us, we exist. Is there any doubt in our minds? Absolutely no doubt. It's like if I ask each one of you, are you a human being? No doubt. I am a human being. Exactly the same thing. That we exist. Do you exist at this point of time? Yes, I exist. I'm conscious about my existence. The Bhagavan is saying, be with that. It is like that mother's, andaza. She knows exactly what is needed. Her inwardness is so much that she does not need a spoon, she doesn't need a recipe, she doesn't need anything in the outside to be able to make a dish. Imagine a mother and her child is in the other room, a young little child is in the other room. She's making these dishes. Her mind is somewhere else, but she's making everything this perfect dish. How was it happening? Because of that spirit within. So Bhagavan says, be with that spirit all the time. Be with that Atma all the time. Be with the Brahman all the time. When you are there with that, everything will be done perfectly well. You don't have to worry. Worry comes only if you think about something outside. I have to control this, I have to do this, I have to do that. That's when the problems come. But if you are holding on to who you really are, then what happens? Everything is perfect, and it's like sitting in the train, first class passenger, luggage on the luggage rack, and you're sitting and enjoying the ride. This is the thing that Bhagwan is giving us on this Teachers' Day. That if practice is very important. Practice is most important. That's how the mother has practiced and practiced and practiced, making the dish so many times that it's become her second nature. It doesn't. If she's told to even at middle of the night make this dish, she knows how to make it. How many people she'll ask? That's all she'll ask. 4 people, 10 people, 20 people. If you say 4 people, she'll make for 4 people. She knows exactly how much what to be added. So Bhagavan is saying exactly make that beingness your second nature. You'll be that. If you are that, then what happens is whatever is to happen, you become an instrument of God. Whatever needs to be done through you will be done automatically. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Namo Ramana.
Namo Ramana, sir. May I request Vaibhavji and Pratnama to lead us in the chanting of Sri Ramana Stotram.
नमो रमण भारद्वाज विश्वनाथ विरचितं श्री रमणाष्टोत्तर शतनामावलिः अपार सच्चित् सुखवारिराशे यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तं गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि ॐ महासेन महोंसेन जाताय नमः ॐ श्रीरमणाय नमः ॐ गुरवे नमः ॐ अखण्डसंविदाकाराय नमः ॐ महोजसे नमः ॐ कारणोद्भवाय नमः। ॐ जगद्धितावताराय नमः। ॐ श्रीभूमिनाथस्थलोस्थिताय नमः। ॐ पराशरकुलोत्तंसाय नमः। ॐ सुन्दरार्यतपःफलाय नमः। ॐ कमनीयसुचारित्राय नमः। ॐ सहायाम्बा सहायवते नमः। ॐ शोणाचलमहोलीनमानसाय नमः। ॐ स्वर्णहस्तकाय नमः। ॐ श्रीमद्द्वादशान्तमहास्थले लब्धविद्योदयाय नमः। ॐ महाशक्तिनिपातेन प्रबुद्धाय नमः। ॐ परमार्थविदे नमः। ॐ तीव्राय नमः। ॐ पितृपदान्वेषिणे नमः। ॐ इन्दुमौलिना पितृमते नमः। ॐ पितुरादेशतः शोणशैलं प्राप्ताय नमः। ॐ तपोमयाय नमः। ॐ उदासीनाय नमः। ॐ महायोगिने नमः। ॐ महोत्साहाय नमः। ॐ कुशाग्रदिये नमः। ॐ शान्तसङ्कल्पसंरम्भाय नमः। ॐ सुसन्दृशे नमः। ॐ सवित्रे नमः। ॐ स्थिराय नमः। ॐ तपक्षपितसर्वाङ्गाय नमः। ॐ पुल्लाम्बुजविलोचनाय नमः। ॐ चन्द्रिकासितहासश्रीमण्डिताननमण्डलाय नमः। ॐ चूतवाट्यां समासीनाय नमः। ॐ चूर्णिताखिलविभ्रमाय नमः। ॐ वेदवेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ चिन्मुद्रिणे नमः। ॐ त्रिगुणातिगाय नमः। ॐ विरूपाक्षगुहावासाय नमः। ॐ विराजतचलाकृतये नमः। ॐ उद्दीप्तनयनाय नमः। ॐ पूर्णाय नमः। ॐ रचिताचलताण्डवाय नमः। ॐ गम्भीराय नमः। आचार्याय नमः। ॐ सुप्रसन्नाय नमः। ॐ अभयप्रदाय नमः। ॐ दक्षिणास्य निभाय नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ दक्षिणाभिमुखाय नमः। ॐ स्वराजे नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ भगवते नमः। ॐ ईड्याय नमः। ॐ भूमविद्याविशारदाय नमः। ॐ विमलाय नमः। ॐ दीर्घदर्शिने नमः। ॐ आप्ताय नमः। ॐ ऋजुमार्गप्रदर्शकाय नमः। ॐ समदृशे नमः। ॐ सत्यदृशे नमः। ॐ सत्याय नमः। ॐ प्रशान्ताय नमः। ॐ अमितविक्रमाय नमः। ॐ सुकुमाराय नमः। ॐ सदानन्दाय नमः। ॐ मृदुभाषिणे नमः। ॐ दयार्णवाय नमः। ॐ श्रीशोणाचलऋद्बोधस्कन्दाश्रमनिकेतनाय नमः। ॐ सद्दर्शनोपदेष्ट्रे नमः। ॐ सद्भक्तवृन्दपरिवृताय नमः। ॐ गणेशमुनिभृङ्गेन सेविताङ्घ्रिसरोरुहाय नमः। ॐ गीतोपदेशसारादिग्रन्थसञ्चिन्न संशयाय नमः। ॐ वर्णाश्रममतातीताय नमः। ॐ रसज्ञाय नमः। ॐ सौम्याय नमः। ॐ आत्मवते नमः। ॐ सर्वावनिमतस्थानामाराध्याय नमः। ॐ सर्वसद्गुणिने नमः। ॐ आत्मारामाय नमः। ॐ महाभागाय नमः। ॐ मातृमुक्तिविधायकाय नमः। ॐ विनताय नमः। ॐ विनुताय नमः। ॐ विप्राय नमः। ॐ मुनीन्द्राय नमः। ॐ पावकोज्ज्वलाय नमः। ॐ दर्शनादगसंहारिणे नमः। ॐ मौनेन स्वात्मबोधकाय नमः। ॐ ऋचान्तिकरसान्निध्याय नमः। ॐ स्मरणाद्बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ अन्तस्तिमिरचण्डांशवे नमः। ॐ संसारार्णवतारकाय नमः। ॐ शोणादृशस्तुतिद्रष्टे नमः। ॐ हार्दविद्याप्रकाशकाय नमः। ॐ अविच्युतनिजप्रज्ञाय नमः। ॐ नैसर्गिकमहातपसे नमः। ॐ कमण्डलुधराय नमः। ॐ शुभ्रकौपीनवसनाय नमः। ॐ गुहाय नमः। ॐ दण्डपाणये नमः। ॐ कृपापूर्णाय नमः। ॐ भवरोगविषग्वराय नमः। ॐ स्कन्दाय नमः। ॐ देवतमाय नमः। ॐ अमर्त्याय नमः। ॐ सेनान्ये नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ श्रीरमण भगवते नमः। श्रीरमणाष्टोत्तरशतनाम पूजां समर्पयामि। यस्थानोररुणाचलस्य पदयोः स्मृत्याजनिं प्राप्यता दिव्यानुग्रहसुप्रवाहविवशः सादात्म्यभावं गतः निर्दिष्टस्वगभीरनित्यतपसा लोकान् पुनः सेकरात् तस्मै श्रीरमणाय ते नम इदं लोकोत्तरज्योतिषे। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय।
नमो रमण वैभव जी प्रार्थना में, नमो रमण वेंकटेश जी, नमो रमण उज्जवल जी, नमो रमण टू ऑल।
नमो रमना।